going to push you to your limits today because we are pushing you out of your comfort zone because it's holding you back.
Yes, it is. All I can do is co-sign you. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Your comfort zone, it really is a means to protect us. We thrive on consistency. We
Yes.
thrive on routines, to maintain and normalcy.
Yes.
But, but when you're trying to thrive and get to that next step, comfort can turn into complacency, I think,
Absolutely.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
People are definitely in their comfort zone. Like, who wants to be uncomfortable?
mm-mm,
Really?
no, no. The way I look at it is it's like
Mhm.
working out. You and I were just before, so I worked out before I got on this podcast. You're talking about how you were sore.
Yes.
But working out to me is if you could find an analogy about pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, working out is the epitome, right?
Yes. Especially for somebody like me who doesn't like to sweat.
Girl, ain't alone. I'm a sweater. Ugh. I don't know why I live in Vegas. That's another. At least it's not humid. But
Well, that's why, because if it was humid, you'd just be automatically sweating.
right, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I am not a fan of working out. And if I look back on my path, like growing up, I've been thinking about this a lot lately.
Hmm.
I never really prioritize being physical, like movement.
Me neither.
Well, look, maybe it's because
Me
they're manifestors.
neither.
Mm.
And now I regret it
Me too, so much.
because, yeah, I think a lot of health issues is when you don't move your body, you don't get the chi, the energy flowing,
Hmm.
and it just kind of messes you up for later in life. Like,
Yep.
I mean, you had your PE.
I hated it.
I'd be
I
like,
hated it.
I forgot my sweats today. I can't work out.
Like, can I walk this mile? But talk about complacency. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny, looking back in hindsight. I wish my parents or somebody would have been like, get off your ass and move. Like, this isn't just gonna help you with your body.
Right.
This is gonna yield so many benefits for your mindset. What we
Right.
always talk about. It will help you so much later because challenging your body really is a challenge to the soul. I feel
And
like,
your mind
and
to
your mind.
everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It is. You have to dig deep
Mm.
doing those crunches or squats.
Just
I know
the
you do have a personal trainer. I know I have a personal trainer, and I just know my personal trainer is like, you can do hard things, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm dying, like dying right now. Like my body doesn't want to do that, but
mm-hmm.
she pushes me to get me out of my comfort zone, to get me out of that negative self-talk of I can't do that to yes you can
Mm-hmm.
and you are,
Mm-hmm.
and stop complaining.
And honestly, by pushing through that and challenging yourself, doesn't it always feel so good on the other side? Like,
Oh girl, yes.
you never regret a workout, right?
No, you don't. You don't. I'm like, I'm so glad I did that. And then I look forward to it. And then I'm like, I should probably have her 3 days a week instead of just two. And then when I'm in the midst of it, I'm like, hell no. Why did I hire her for 2 sessions a week? But you're absolutely right. You feel so much better when you're done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I accomplished something. And my
Mm-hmm.
body feels good. And it's changing.
Mm-hmm. I can see you look good, girl. You
Thank
look
you.
good.
All right.
But I
Yeah,
think it's
girl
just,
summer.
but it's just good for the soul overall. You know what I mean? To challenge, to shock your system.
Yes.
Really, that's really
Yes.
what exercising is. And if you can, this is about your comfort zone, and maybe your comfort zone is what's going on with your body physically. It's not about, you need to lose weight per se, but maybe it's
No.
just like moving, getting, you know, just being active. Maybe that's just the goal because that just
Right.
yields so many benefits in itself. But mentally, it's very easy to fall into this level of the status quo. This is the way it's always been. It is what it is.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
it's hard, at least for me, to sympathize with people if all they ever do is talk about, you know, I wish this, I wish that, but they're not doing anything to change it. They're not challenging themselves to
Yeah.
change their circumstances, to exercise, really.
To exercise. Okay, listen. Like I just said, I'm not really into cardio and things of that nature. I think though to really help with the mindset part of getting over the challenge of being comfortable,
Hmm.
I think a really good place to start if you want to do movement would be yoga.
Oh yeah, amen.
Because yoga is not only for the body, but it's for the mind and the spirit.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
more importantly than that, you guys, it teaches you the proper way to breathe.
Hmm.
And I've been doing a lot of research on breathing, and I think I'm actually going to do a certification so I could be a certified breath coach to
Hmm.
teach people how to breathe properly. Because when you don't breathe properly, I can't even begin to tell you the slew of effects it has on your body,
Hmm.
let alone your mind.
Hmm.
So, if you are like MJ and myself, and you're not really into physical working out, like we have trainers that kick our butts, start with yoga, y'all.
Hmm.
And for a lot of you, it's probably going to be out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
So, just starting there, and all types of yoga are good for beginners. I
Hmm.
own a yoga studio. I get constantly, what's a good class for beginners? If you are with a good instructor, they know how to teach any level.
Right.
So just go into a yoga class, do a meditation, do something, because I think that would be the first step in getting you out of your comfort zone.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, Another thing for getting out of your comfort zone is look who's around you. Who do you spend your time with? And I'm
Ooh.
talking about other than work.
Mm. You're right.
Because if you're around a bunch of girls and or guys, if your crew is predominantly of people who complain, who
Mm.
talk about what they want to do instead of actually taking action and doing it, you are now in a comfort zone of the people that you are around,
You are who you surround yourself by.
right? Birds of a feather, right?
Birds of a feather flock together.
So
Yep.
this all goes back to if you want to become a certain type of person, are you hanging out with that type of person?
Right. And sometimes that means putting yourself out there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That
Yeah.
means finding, if you don't know those type of people, what are
Uh-huh.
you doing to cultivate those type of relationships?
Exactly.
And in this day and age, I'm sorry, there is no excuse. You've got social media is amazing. Okay. It's crazy, but it's amazing. It's crazy.
It is. It
But
is.
you have the means to send someone a message, a comment. You can find them anywhere. You've got the Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You have Twitter. You can make a friend around the world.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and these relationships you make, even though they may just be a digital virtual relationship, they can shift so much for you. I mean,
Absolutely.
I've met friends. I mean, I almost don't even want to put air quotes around it because they genuinely have had a profound effect on my life because of the relationship I've created with them because of social media.
Right.
So gone are the days of, if you're an introvert having to go to an event
Yep.
and, let me get my business cards and shake people's hands and stuff. You don't even have to do that anymore.
Nope.
You
I
can,
mean, Zoom changed the game.
right?
Corona changed the game because
Right.
now you could literally do everything virtual,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, it's the norm.
It's the
So
norm.
don't let your environment be your
Mm-mm.
excuse
Nope.
because it's no longer.
Nope.
And MJ just said, if you don't know these type of people, figure out groups. They have social media groups that you can join, that you could participate in, that are like-minded, share the same viewpoints. Join those groups, participate.
Mm-hmm. Show
Um,
up.
Yeah, and show up. And if you are an extrovert and enjoy going out and doing activities, then join the groups. What
Mhm.
is it? Meetup. They
Yeah,
offer
meet
those on
up.
Meetup,
Yep.
and yeah.
Mhm.
But the bottom line is, you guys, you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
If your job is going to require you to speak in front of people, presentations, speeches, things of that nature, join a Toastmasters.
Mm.
Learn how to talk in front of people.
Mhm.
Don't let anything that you feel that could hold you back from your future dream of living your best life
Mhm.
stop you. Take the necessary steps to get you out of your comfort zone so you can grow in that area and you can move on to another area that you need to get out of your comfort zone, because it's always a learning process, y'all.
It is, because once you try one thing, now it's going to be like, okay, I can do this. But then there's
Yeah.
going to be another opportunity for you to stretch, for you to
Yes.
exercise, for you to try something new, and it's a continuous thing. But it it's necessary if you want to be a better you. I mean, if you're happy with where you're at, if you have there's a difference between, I think, complacency and peace, you know?
Mm, yeah,
And so I don't want to knock anyone who's just like, MJ, Jennifer, I'm good. I'm happy for you. Genuinely, I am happy for you.
absolutely.
Um, but I changed like the damn wind. And and
Yes,
it's
we do.
and it's not that I'm not ever satisfied. It's just I don't know, ever since a young age, I can't even remember when this turned on in me, so I do think it's truly part of my human design.
Mhm.
I am dedicated to embarking on improving myself continually, continually. And
Mhm.
even if that means I'm going to make mistakes, so I can, learn from those lessons and up level from that, I have to keep doing it. Whether it was my infertility journey, I've had issues now with my thyroid. Now I feel like I'm in this new space with with my physical body. I'm not calling it fitness because I feel like it's deeper than that. That's
Yeah.
just an attribute of it. But I think life is full of ample opportunity to grow and develop yourself, and we just live in such an amazing day and age where so many resources and services and access is available to us. Like, why wouldn't I
Mhm.
take advantage of this?
Too many sometimes. People get
Right.
overwhelmed. But I think for you, MJ, I want to say that you enjoy experiences.
I do.
You truly enjoy embracing new experiences.
I
That's what
do.
allows you to kind of step out of your comfort zone.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So you are definitely a happy person.
Oh, I'm
Um,
very happy.
you know what I mean? So when I see you, it's like I know you're happy, but I also know that you're going to challenge yourself and do something else that's going to make you out of your comfort zone because you just enjoy the experience,
Yeah.
you know?
I think it's almost like those adrenaline junkies.
Right?
You know what I mean?
But you're
Those
not at the
people.
extreme where you got to jump out the plane or,
Right.
all that. But yeah, you
I
just
like
like
being.
to see and experience and create.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a life adrenaline junkie, an experience junkie. I don't know what to call it.
But I honestly feel like if everybody looked at life that way, like I
Mhm.
just want to experience the experience, no
Mm,
matter the outcome, good or
mm,
bad, it really changes the way that you kind of move through life.
mhm. Well,
So,
and I agree with you wholeheartedly, because then you're open to receiving even more abundance, I feel like.
mhm. Oh yeah.
And that abundance can be monetary, but I really feel like abundance for me is experiences, is our moments, is time, you know?
Hmm.
Um, and money allows me to do those things. It becomes a currency, a tool to do those things. It's not the end all be all. It's
Well,
a
that's what I
means.
always say. All money is a way is freedom.
Yes. Yeah.
Money is freedom. That's it,
Yeah.
y'all. To
Yeah.
do whatever it is you want when you want. Period.
Hmm.
Nothing more, nothing less. If you're looking for money to be anything more than that, then you're not going to be very happy when you get it.
No, no. I think it saddens me. And we've talked about this before, when people who
Mhm.
just feel like they're settling. Does that make sense? And not selling because they want
Mm,
to. There's a difference. But this isn't available for me. This is just the way it is.
yeah,
And that's your comfort zone talking. Even though you're unhappy and you might not be comfortable, you're
right.
technically settling for a certain comfort zone. Does that make sense?
You're repeating the same story.
Yeah. And if you tell yourself something so many times, you'll believe it and it'll become truth.
Oh, everything in your body, down to every cell, will receive it.
Mm. Yeah.
That's what people don't realize.
Mm-hmm,
It doesn't
mm-hmm.
just stay here,
No, you're
it
right.
travels throughout the body.
Mm.
And that's how we get sick. That's how we get stuck. That's how we
Mm-hmm,
get diseases because it all started here.
mm-hmm. You start manifesting things you ain't mean to manifest.
Girl, that's what people don't understand because we as human beings are actual true creators,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
period.
And it's not.
And,
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
and we just don't know our own power
No.
because when we were born and raised, and depending on which route you kind of took, you were kind of told the
Mm-hmm.
power was outside of you.
Yep. I think in so many ways we're told um, in our lives to be small, especially as women. To
Yes.
shrink. Don't
Yes.
be loud. Don't shake things up. Be quiet. Be mild. And
Yeah.
that there's people moving quietly doing bold things. Don't get me wrong,
Hmm.
but uh, those bold moves say a lot, even if you're moving quietly. So I think in order to you gotta challenge the status quo. If you want something different in your life, you need to start making some different choices. You
Hmm.
cannot expect different things if you're doing the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. So, those relationships, y'all keep getting together, break up, getting together, break up. Like, are you attempting anything different in this relationship? And that doesn't necessarily mean y'all need to break up again or whatever, but where is this break? When are you going to break this cycle? If you're not happy with your arrangement, um,
Right.
same thing with your job. Same thing with anything that you approach.
Hmm.
If you want different results, you're going to have to challenge yourself and get out of your comfort zone. And that stuff is rough sometimes. It's not always fun, but on the other side, there can be so much more opportunity available to you.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely. Just do it. Do
Just do
one thing. We encourage you to try maybe one thing this week to
it.
get you
Hmm.
out of your comfort zone.
And it is incremental. It takes time.
Oh, yeah.
Even going back to working out, I just realized the trainer I'm working with, she tracks everything digitally and everything. And I just came up on 4 weeks with her, and I'm like, dang, it's already been a month. But I've already lost some inches. I feel so much better about myself. Like,
Yes.
granted, I'm nowhere near my goal, but I'm like, okay, well, that was a month. And
Hmm.
she's got me maybe working 45 minutes max. And I'm like, now she's pushed me up to 6 days a week. I'm like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I used to be like, I have 6 days a week.
Well, that's a lot.
Right. But I am now committed. I can envision how I see my body. And it's not skinny mini what I look like in my 20s. It's this elevated, mature, upgraded version of me. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I can see this is available to me if I'm willing to put in the work. And it's not going to happen over time. I mean, it's not going to happen overnight. It's
Overnight.
going to
Oh,
happen
yeah.
over time.
Oh, yeah. Anytime you're trying to change the physical body or the mental
That's
mind,
right.
it's all going to take time, you guys.
Hmm.
If it literally, if you could do it like overnight, I would have found the way.
Girl. Yeah,
I
we
have
talked.
taken the path of least resistance as most as possible. I do not like to work hard, y'all.
I
You know,
think I've been seeing this quote so much on Instagram lately, and it is The shortcut you're looking for is the work. Your laugh is killing me. But it's true. The shortcut you're looking for is the work. Like,
Girl, ain't no way around it.
and there's no way around it. So, and again, if we even attributed that to the physical part, you know, you can go and physically do all kinds of things with your body. Now, I ain't knocking it because best believe I am still considering a mommy makeover, okay? But that costs money. You know what I mean? And so it's still gonna cost me some kind of work
And time
and
and
time
recovery.
and recovery if I want to go that route. So it's
Yeah.
just like,
Pick your pick your battle, or
right,
pick what's the least.
path of resistance.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's I'm looking at it as, okay, what's going to have long longevity, okay? And that's why I've decided to go this route for a period of time. Um,
That's what I was gonna say, because you're setting yourself up to
yes,
get ready.
exactly.
Yes.
Because again, like I said, that's not officially off the table, but I'm like, what do I envision myself looking like when I'm 80, when I'm 90? You know what I mean? How do I want to be kicking it then and living and
Yes.
thriving then? What do I need to do right now to feel like my best self then? And I'm like, getting a surgery, yeah, that's, again, not off the table. But have I created the mindset to maintain?
Nope.
Have I created the discipline to maintain that?
Nope.
Or am I going to have
Mm-mm.
to now be like, oh, I got to get another surgery? You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, because I know girls who've gotten the plastic surgery, the mommy
hmm
makeovers, and they were not mentally
hmm
right or disciplined. So
hmm
then in 5 or 6 years, they're going to have to do another surgery because
no,
they didn't maintain what they had done.
right.
So, yeah, there is no easy way, y'all. That's just the
No,
bottom line.
no. The easy way is the work. The
Hmm.
shortcut you're looking for is the work, is the
Hmm.
discipline, is the consistency.
Yeah, and I think consistency, that's the biggest thing, because you don't have to do a whole lot of work.
No.
You just got to be consistent with what you're working on.
And I think discipline is a big piece of it because you could be consistent in some bullshit. Let's just be honest.
You ain't never lied. Yes, ma'am.
Let's just be honest.
You are absolutely right.
So are you disciplined in the right things? You
Yes,
know?
that is
So
very true.
and that discipline piece is difficult. That I feel like I can consistently show up and eat some cookies every day.
I didn't think about it like that. Yes, I could do that every day.
But do I have the discipline and the self restraint or the self talk to say, no, I'm going to get on my Peloton or go outside and take a walk, or, I'm going to eat this instead of that because of what it could yield later. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely. That I love that. That's perfect.
Because I've been consistent sitting back watching Netflix. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. So, is your consistency going towards something that is actually going to benefit you
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
in the long run?
hmm And I think rest is important. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not knocking you guys who binge things, because I have my moments. Okay, I
Hmm.
think it's about balance, but yeah, I think it's if you want to build this dream life, we talk about a lot. If you want to, go after that business or go after that huge amazing goal, you need to
Hmm.
start making some incremental changes now, and that means getting out of your comfort
Point blank, period.
zone.
Say less.
Mm, yeah.
You nailed it. Boom. Mic drop.
You're so
You
funny.
have to get out of your comfort zone.
Get out of it.
That's it.
Get out of it. Oh, well, I don't know if there's anything more to add. You got anything else?
Only thing I want to add is, please do one thing this week that gets
Mm,
you out of your comfort zone,
I
and
think
then
that's
share it with us. Let us know. Hey, MJ. Hey, Jen. This week I did XYZ.
yeah. And that could be simple. You journaled. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
send a message to someone you admire on social media and want to be friends with. You
Yes.
took that first step. You did some yoga, even if it's a YouTube video. Like,
Yes.
this
Yes.
doesn't have to be profound, groundbreaking, but it could be
No,
shifting. It could be shifting for you.
absolutely. And we would just love to hear what those little shifts are.
I want to know too. So please share. We'll put a post up on Instagram, and you guys can even leave some comments on there and let us
Yes.
know how you're stretching yourself.
Yes. And then last week we talked about um, picking a color of a car
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
getting your mind set on that so you could start attracting that. And I still
Ooh,
want to hear from people what color car and how many times they got to see their car that they chose.
mm-hmm. Yep, yep. We need to.
Yes. Mhm.
Practicing, guys. Gotta practice, gotta exercise.
Mhm. Practice your creativity. Y'all are creators. Let's
We all
create.
are. We all are more powerful than you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, y'all. As always, leave us a review. We love, love, love all your reviews or any notes that you want to leave if this has been
Mhm.
helpful for you, or even if you have any feedback, please. We're open. We'll take it.
Oh yeah.
Um, and definitely, please rate and review this podcast wherever you're listening to it. We appreciate it and always just are thankful for you all sharing some space with us today.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll talk to you guys next week.